Hello TikTokers, I'm Black Bright News and I was just wondering, have you ever wondered whether or not a narcissist is going to get their just desserts? I mean, you take one into your home, you treat them well, and all you do is get taken advantage of. They treat you cruelly, they're quick-tempered, they're quick to criticize, they're quick to judge, and while you have done everything in your power to try and make them happy, nothing makes them happy. They're always finding fault, or they wait until things are happy and they find an excuse to have an argument with you. And they're just there to steal your joy. That's basically what narcissists do. They steal your joy. They don't like to see people happy because inside they're not. So sometimes you might think to yourself, oh God, how long do I have to put up with this? Will they ever get their just desserts? Will you ever cast your judgment on them? Well, if you've been hurt by a narcissist, I'm going to look at my notes. If you've been hurt by a narcissist, you are wondering if they will ever get punished. Will they face the repercussions of harmful actions? Well, they're not exempt from universal law. They're not exempt from karma. Liberate yourself from harm and abuse. I'm not quite sure what that means when I put that down. Because I guess if you're with a narcissist, you will want to be liberated from harm and abuse. And the only way you can see that happening is by getting rid of your narcissist. The thing is, with narcissists, how they get their karma is when they dish out all this pain and abuse over a period of time, and you get so fed up with it, you end the relationship, and they end up in isolation. They've usually exhausted all their friendships. Nobody really wants to get to know them. Those that speak to them tolerate them, or there's a situation where there's a win-win going on. But they cannot develop genuine relationships, and they've abused the one that they've had with you. So their karma usually is isolation and overwhelming loneliness. And you can imagine what that means for a narcissist when they haven't got anybody praising them or worshipping them or admiring them, giving them compliments, doing what they want, doing as they say. That is their punishment. So in other words, their punishment for bad behavior is you leaving them. That is their punishment. They can only do so much, and you can only tolerate so much before it becomes unhealthy for you. So karma operates that imitates what we put out in the world. So whatever you put out, you get back. If they've been treating people badly, someone's bound to not necessarily treat them badly, but they're going to start treating themselves better. So the repercussions are going to impact the narcissist when the victim, in quotes, is taking back their life and deciding that no, enough is enough. There's different types of karma. There's a karma of action. And this is where there are repercussions for their hurtful behavior. And it will be unforeseen for them. They'll think they have it all in the bag. They're so overconfident that they think, oh yeah, they've got it all sussed out. And they're shocked when the relationship ends and how it ends, because they think they know how it's going to end, or they feel as though they're the ones that are going to end it when they're ready. When the victim is fed up and leaves the narcissist, she or he will face isolation. That is the narcissist. Known for their manipulation and discarding of others, they will find themselves abandoned when their true colours are revealed. And that's the problem with narcissists. They think they can get away with it forever. Especially Christian-like people. They will tolerate a hell of a lot, and they will try and forgive, and they will try to understand, and they will have compassion. But they will reach a point where they say enough is enough. And when they reach that point, there's no turning back. Yes, there are some victims who keep giving their narcissists another chance. That's usually because they don't have enough self-assurance. They're not confident enough to go it alone. and they're feeling vulnerable and they've had some kind of trauma that makes them re-victimize themselves. There's a karma of consequence. This is when the narcissist faces the result of their actions. Like I said, absence of genuine relationships. That's what they're going to experience. They're going to experience overwhelming loneliness that may cause them to confront their own reflections. But the thing is, even if a narcissist is forced to be alone and reflect on their own behavior, they're still blaming it on other people. They still cannot see their contribution to their situation. And until they can see their contribution to their situation, they are not going to grow, which is the next one. They have a karma of growth. Karma of growth gives the narcissist an opportunity to evolve by transcending their narcissistic tendencies and by evaluating their destructive behaviors, by taking an introspective journey. All of those things will hold change for the narcissist and give them a better life and a better future. Facing the consequences of their actions could result in personal growth. It's a transformative journey, and they could become better versions of themselves. But like I said, until they're willing to accept responsibility for their behavior, their destructive behavior on you and on other people who have taken them into their lives, they are not going to grow, and they're going to end up alone. So, the narcissist holds their own key for change if they take ownership of their own actions. If you're hoping every day that your narcissist will change, it will feel like you're waiting forever. But no one is exempt from God's judgment, and God never gives anyone more than they can bear. So all I'm saying is that when you're dealing with a narcissist, they do not acknowledge their bad behavior. They believe that they are entitled to behave the way they are. They believe they're entitled to treat you the way they want. They believe they're entitled to demand certain things. They believe that as a woman, you should be doing certain things, and even though they're not doing they're not playing their role as men, they'll still expect you and quote the Bible and all sorts that will force you to behave in a certain way. The thing is that you have to understand how does the narcissist make you feel? Does he make you feel unappreciated? Does he make you feel alienated? Does he make you feel hurt and in pain and misjudged? I mean, all of these things, when you're in a relationship with somebody, there are going to be moments where there's miscommunication. There are going to be moments when you're not happy, and you should be able to resolve it amicably if you're, both love each other and you're willing to compromise and come to some kind of solution. But with a narcissist will either let you wait a long time. They will stonewall you. They will stop speaking to you. They will start accusing you of things that you haven't done. They will aggravate you and provoke you, and they will do this just to rile you up. So if you're in a situation like that, you do need to protect yourself, and you do need to get away. Getting away from a narcissist, like I said, is not easy. You have to have a backup plan, and you don't tell them about your backup plan. You just do it slowly, quietly, and humbly. Treat the narcissist how you would like to be treated, always showing love, always showing respect, showing patience and tolerance, and do what you need to do for your own preservation. Self-preservation is a must. We must look after ourselves. We must put ourselves first, and we must love ourselves. When you love yourselves, you'll set the boundaries. The narcissist will not be able to breach those boundaries, and it should make for a better life. So I wish you luck. I'm Black Bright News on YouTube.